this is Mike from OGRagebreak Gaming, and it's time to head to Elfheim. Well, let's play Pokemon. Ooh, shit.
Huh?
Fail. Well, let's play Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. You know what? I'm gonna leave that in because that was a stupid fuck up. I'm sorry about that. Been playing Pokemon all week. My B. Fucking A. Welcome back, viewers. Last time we arrived at the port town of Provoca and saved it from pirates. Now we're on our way to Elfheim with the use of a pirate ship. So there you go. Now on screen, I got rid of the Blizzard spell and I got the Dark spell from the Provoca Black Magic shot. So yeah, I figured we're going to be getting a stronger ice spell today. So thank goodness for that. So yeah, don't bother with Blizzard because it's not worth it. Well, if you're obeying the spell charges, then yeah, get Blizzard, I guess. But not really needed here. So just wanted to point that out. All right, let's finish these guys off. Let's forward. Yeah, watch out for these bastards, those big eyes in the back, because they can paralyze your ass. You see, if only we had an AoE lightning spell, this shit would be so much faster. But no! No! They have to make level 1 spells single target! Like, why? I deserve to be shoving thunderbolts up my enemies' asses. Why are you doing this to me, game? Shit! And by all the, I mean all the fucking monsters. Fucking A. Alright, now we gotta get to Elfheim. Where exactly is it? Let's see. If memory serves, we need to head south from Cornelia. Alright, let's head back to Cornelia. While watching out for the enemies along the way, of course. Now, we got a new enemy here. Sharks. Let's see. Shark, 120 HP. Weak to lightning, resistance to quake and fire. So, quick with fear, you fucking fish fools! Boom! There you go. Let me not get too carried away because my monk is about to die. So, there you go. Nice. Alright, perfect. Alright, there's Cornelia. Now, you see these little white things here? These little white bars on the continent? These are known as docks. Basically, whenever we have a ship in the game, like sailing ship like this one, we can dock at these ports here. And these are the only places you can dock. You can't just go to a patch of land and just dock there. No, it doesn't work like that. This isn't Final Fantasy V. So, yeah, it's not the same thing. In any case, we got another new enemy here, Sahajin Chief. Are these guys new? I don't recall seeing these guys in this game before. Huh, well, whatever. Either way, they're going down. 64 HP, they're weak to lightning, resistance to quake and fire. Yay. Alright, now we gotta go to the south. And there should be another port down here. Assuming we can get through this without bullshit. Get out the way! Ah! Yeah! I just love fisting my enemies to death. Nice. Fucking love monk, man. Alright, there it is. Cool. Dry land. Not for long, though. Got another new enemy here. Cobra. Let's see what we got. Make me some snake belts up in this bitch. I don't have their data on me. I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're trash either way, so who cares? Just get rid of the snakes. Snake! Speaking of which. So, this is Elfheim. Wow! Well, they're literally fucking elves. Who look just like Link. That's weird. Look! This guy looks like a fucking NES GBA version of the Legend of Zelda's Link. Wow. I just don't know what we can do. Please help our prince. What's wrong with your prince? You know you're going to tell me what the fuck is wrong with them. Hey, stranger, I know you just got into town and shit like that, but please save our prince. What's the problem with them? I can't tell you. What? Wow. Whatever. But in any case, since we're here in Elfheim, let's do some shopping before we head to the castle. Let's see. The only new weapons here is the iron nunchucks, dagger, and the corsage. Don't get this for Monk. As I said, they work better double-fisted. So, there you go. Alright, let me get a dagger for, Raija. There you go. As I said before, even Main's physical attacks, while they are weak as shit, they are still just as good early on in the game. Of course, Raija's going to be on magic duty. Ah, damn it! Sorry about that, viewers. I keep forgetting to turn my fucking alarm off. This is what happens when you do this shit in the morning on the weekends. I want more sleep. Speaking of sleep, I will fulfill my obligation as a traveler to rest at every inn in the game. 100 gil? Fine, whatever. To those that are new to the channel, whenever I do JRPGs, yay! Whenever I do JRPGs like this, I always like resting up at the end every time we get to a new town. Then, not just JRPGs, but I do this in the Pokemon games too. Whenever we get to a new town in a Pokemon game, we always go to the Pokemon Center. I mean, besides, you know, making it so we have access to it via the fly menu and shit like that. I just like going there because the Pokemon Centers are literally free ends. But in any case, this is what I was talking about a little bit ago. New spells! So quickly. And the level 3 black magic spells are mwah, chef's kiss. Want to know why? We get the Aura spells now. Fire deals fire damage to all enemies. All enemies. Fuck nice. Fucking nice. Hold is basically a paralysis spell. It's there. So, there you go. But it's single target. So, I wouldn't bother. Dundora, yes. Lightning damage to all enemies. It would have been nice to have access to this before we actually got to the sea. But then again, we're going to be using the shit more, so I guess better now than never. Let's see. Fokara. Let's see. Lowers evasion of all enemies. This is actually pretty useful. So that way your physical attacks won't miss. Alright, now here's the thing. Elfheim has 2 level magic shops in this game. Or rather, in this town, that is. So, yeah, we'll be going to all the shops. They got 2 white and 2 black magic shops. I'm a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. Yeah, you do that. Okay. Alright, now, armor shop. Let's see what we got here. Obviously, the helm is better, so I'll get that for me. Let's see, I'll get a leather cap for my white mage. Iron shield for me, as well as the copper armlets for the mages. There you go. Alright, we're all set there. Cool. Alright, let's equip that new shit. Unfortunately, there's no double weapon and armor shop in this town. Just one. Just one. No, I don't want the... Damn it. I need to get rid of this fucking staff. Because this is getting on my nerves. Every time I purchase shit. This shit on my monk. Maybe it might have been worth getting Thief at the beginning of the game. So that way I don't have to keep constantly dealing with... Whenever I use the optimize command, it always optimizes my monk with a fucking weapon. Like, monks don't need weapons! Why is there weapons for monk? That's one of my pet peeves in Final Fantasy 1. Monk uses their fucking fists! What monk uses a fucking nunchaku? Who? Who in the history of monkism in Final Fantasy games has ever used nunchucks? Makes no fucking sense. Not only that, but staffs at that. I'm not sure what kind of monk they're into, but monks that I'm familiar with growing up use their fucking fists to do the talking. They fist their enemies to death. That's the power of the monk.
Nice.
Black belt and karateka, as you call it in Final Fantasy 3. If the Elven Prince does not awaken, there will be no Elf King. We will be at the mercy of the Dark Elf's power. Dark Elf? Huh. I'm getting Mega Man Zero vibes. No, I'm getting Final Fantasy IV vibes too. On a journey I once took to the west, I wandered into an ancient castle. Not a soul could be found inside, and the whole place gave me the creeps, so I got out as fast as I could. But you guys are like mini Links. Y'all should be able to handle evil and shit. Huh, I guess they're not good Links. Our prince was meant to become the Elf King, but what will happen to him now? Damn. Well, let's check out the white magic shop. See what we got. Oh, this is the level 4 white magic shop. I'm still gonna find the level 3 one. But now, let's check this out. We got poison which cures poor cures poor. I wish it cured my poor status. I want money. But yeah, I know. Poor in real life is terrible. Poor in video games, not so much. It's so easy to get money in video games, but when you think about getting money in real life, it's such a fucking grind, chore. But whatever. The fear spell drives all enemies away in terror. So yeah, if you want them to run away like pussies, yeah, the fear spell is the best way to go. Strike fear into your enemies. Have them run away with their tails between their legs like the bitches they are. Null Frost is pretty much like Null Shock except for ice. Reduces ice. And the Vox spell cures silence. Now, there's no need for Persona or Vox because we have Echo Drops and Eye Drops. Or rather, Echo Drops and Antidotes. I mean, I'll get one of them just to fill out the list, but it's not necessary. And I don't recommend spending your money on any spells that cure status elements. If you got the money, stock up to max if you can, or at least up to 50 at least of the Sandry items. Echo Grass, as it's called in Final Fantasy 1, Eye Drops. Well, the gold needles are expensive as shit, so I'll probably get just a few of those. And antidotes. Do not waste your money getting these fucking status curing items, or spells. It's not worth it at all. Trust me on this. You will thank me later. Alright, now, level 4 black magic. Let's see what we got here. Got Sleepra, puts only one enemy? If that... What's the point of a level 2 sleep spell? It only works on one fucking enemy. Whatever. More importantly, we got the haste spell, which is basically the polar opposite of the slow spell. Haste will increase the number of attacks we can do during our turns. Very nice. A steeple Final Fantasy spell. The confuse spell turns enemies against each other. This could actually be useful. And probably funny. You never know. Stop hitting yourself, bitches! Y'all supposed to be hitting me. More importantly, Blizzora, our third level 3 elemental spell. This time for ice. So yeah, that's why I said do not get the Blizzard spell at Provoca's Black Magic Shop, because we're going to be getting a better ice spell now. So there you go. For some sad reason, Blizzora is not a level 3 black magic spell, so you'll need to get your levels up. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, in order to get additional spell charges for each of your magic levels for your mages, you gotta get them to specific levels. So there you go. By the time you get to like level 8 or 9 and stuff, you'll be able to use up to level 4 magic spells. So just keep that in mind. We got a cemetery here. What's this? It's a gravestone. Okay. Here lies Link.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Huh? Link? Link died? No. Well, maybe this is a different Link. Huh. Talk about a link to the past. Holy cow. They are literally going with the past to this one. Then again, what game came out first? Did Final Fantasy 1 or the first Zelda game came out? Now I'm curious about that. Gotta look that up. But in any case, new spells! Level 3 white magic. Okay, we got Null Blaze, which is, you know, fire reduction. So, get that, obviously. The heal spell restores a little bit of HP to the entire party. This is a recommended spell, and I highly advise getting it. Highly. Now, we have the Cura spell. This one basically is a stronger cure spell, but only for single target. Kind of worthless, unless one character in particular needs the fucking healing. But in which case, you can just use high potions if you can fail. If you can utilize them. Now, I'm not going to get the Cure spell, but I am going to get the Deira spell, because it's going to be a while until we get access to the 3rd level Deia spell. So I'm going to get this, because we're going to be running into more undead enemies in the relatively near future. So I don't recommend getting Cure, just get the heal spell, and just, you know, use high potions or potions if you can afford them, and shit like that. I do not recommend going and getting the Cure spell, because it only works on one fucking character. It's not worth it. Alright, so we got the level 3 and level 4 white and black magic spells. Good. No one knows where Astos, King of the Dark Elves, is going. Astos? 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 I don't get it. But whatever. Your ass is toast. Who names a villain that? But in any case, the Elven Castle. Now, before we go out of our way and see if we can find the Wait, what? I heard rumors of a witch who can brew any potion you could imagine. Let's see. I think her name was Matoya. Oh yeah, I did mention her a few episodes back. Matoya has a cave that's to the north of Cornelia on after you cross the bridge and shit, but she doesn't really say much. She just says she's blind and needs some kind of crystal eye or some shit, but whatever. The dwarves live in a cave on the western edge of the Aldean Sea. They're a friendly bunch. Wait, so we got elves and dwarves in this game. Lally-ho! Yes. Or rally-ho, if you're playing Final Fantasy 9. Rally your hoes, viewers. Rally your hoes. The Dark Elf King, Astos, stole into the castle and placed a curse on our prince. Then Astos carted away the castle's treasures. Damn. So not only does he put your fucking prince to sleep, but he also fucking steals your shit? What kind of security do y'all got? God, it's just as stupid as Cornelia's security. Is that him? The prince has fallen asleep under Astos' curse for 5 years now. NANI? 5 years?! There must be a concoction that can rouse one who sleeps so, but where? Your prince has been under a sleep curse for 5 years, and y'all didn't think to use this time to find a cure? Y'all have soldiers here. Probably just links with bows and arrows, not like the Triforce or some other shit. Like, what's wrong with y'all? That's just awful. Like, y'all have it makes no sense. Y'all have a means. Why are y'all just sitting on your ass while y'all prince is in fucking danger? I don't understand that shit at all. But in any case, we gotta figure out how to go about helping out the Elf King, or rather the Elf Prince, I mean. Remember there was a guy in town that was talking about some place called the Western Keep? It is literally to the west of Elfheim. So, yeah, let's head to the west. Now, going through this section here is annoying because the encounter rate, I assume it's still the same as back in the, at least the GBA version at least. The encounter rate on the Elfheim continent, it is so terrible. But at least I get to show it the power of our new Aura spells in action. Yes. Assuming I don't end up killing the enemies first, that is. Well, at least I get to show this guy. Blizzard! Oh yeah! Nice. Just wait till you use that on actual targets. The tarantulas have 64 HP. They have no weakness. Now, there is a small cave to the south of where we're going to at the moment. But don't worry about that right now. Alright, these are the same enemies that we encountered on the near Cornelia. Alright, let me show off the fear spell and see if that works. Let's check it out. Ow! Pussy. Ow! Ow! Ugh! You done? There you go. Alright, now. Can I get a turn? Fire! There you go. Oh, I wanted to strike fear into them. Damn, I guess I'll have to wait. Probably won't have to wait long.
A few moments later.
Encounter? Come on. There you go. There you fucking go. In any case, new enemy here. Scorpions. It's 84 HP. They have a chance of dropping an item known as the Spider Silk. Well, if they decide to do so, that is. They don't have to. It's not like I need it. I assume it's like the Spider Silks from Final Fantasy 7. Ah, here it is. Yeah, the fear spell. It didn't exactly make them run away in terror. They're actually still there. So then what the fuck did that actually do? That's weird. Drives all enemies away and... Wait a minute. So that... Okay, wait a minute. So, okay, so if that's the case, maybe it just increases their chances of running from fights? That's pretty much what I can gather from this. Because otherwise, I don't know. I would think it just makes them run away automatically, but apparently not. Ah, there's the ruined castle at least. Let's check it out. The Western Keep. Ooh, we got Zubats in here. What's up, dude? Okay. I don't get it. There's actually somebody in here? Sup, dude? I was tricked by Astos, king of the Dark Elves, and now my castle has fallen into ruin. If only I could retrieve the crown from the Marsh Cave, I would be able to restore my castle. Might you bring me the crown? Okay, so we already have to help out the Elven Prince. Now we gotta help out the king of the Western Keep, too. Constantly playing errand boy in these video games, man. But, whatever. It has to be done. Now, the Marsh Cave, like I said, is to the south of the Western Keep. So, we're gonna have to go all the way around this fucking mountain range in order to get to where it is. So, there you go. Alright, let's get these wolves out the way. Move! Hashtag Fefe. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yes. Hazelnut coffee cream with a little touch of sugar. Yes. If you guys didn't notice, I'm an avid fucking coffee lover. I'm a coffee lover, and I'm proud of it. You should be too if you're coffee drinkers. Coffee drinkers unite! Fuck yeah! You fucking night! Ow! Nobody can stop coffee. Nobody can stop coffee fans when they're in the rush. Yes. Shove thunderbolts up their asses. All of them! Boom! If you fuck with a coffee lover, you're going to get a thunderbolt shoved up your ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. In any case, there's the Marsh Cave. Let's check it out. It's literally a hole in the fucking ground. So, this is the Marsh Cave. Damn, it's misty in here. Into the mist. Oh my gosh. Creepy fuckers. Well, they are shadow people. But they're also undead enemies. So yeah, Daira will actually be put to use in this cave. So, there you go. Yeah, don't run now, bitch! You stay and fight me now! You stay and get KO'd by me now. In any case, Shadows, 50 HP, weak to fire and Dea. So, there you go. Think of Dea like a miniature light or holy spell, but only against undead enemies. It's cool. Let's see. Their resistance to quake, ice, death, confusion, paralysis, stone, poison, sleep, darkness, and silence. Shit. Good on them. That's a shit ton of resistances. Great. Ooh, ew. It looks like a cat with a fucking mushroom on its head, but all blue and shit. Oh my gosh. In any case, Grey Ooze, 76 HP. Let's see. They have really high magic defense, so I would not bother going after them with magic spells. There is an equivalent enemy. I think it's called the green slime. I think they have high ass defense. So yeah, don't confuse the two, because it's very easy to do so. Let's see. Damn, this cave is this cave is huge. Did they make it different in this game? Weird. Well, in any case, off screen I'm going to be doing some talking to the Zubats. What's up, bruh? And I'm going to be trying to get at least one more level across before we find this crown. But can we find the crown inside this dank ass cave? And can we rescue the Elf Prince from his sleep curse? Find out next time. You guys enjoy, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more gaming videos from me. And of course, when you subscribe, be sure to hit the bell to notify my newest uploads. Got something to say? Of course you do. Leave a comment, duh. Till next time, do that's Mike for OGRagebreak Gaming. I hope your rage breaks. Have a great day, my bitches and bros. Smell you later. Kiki.